Welcome to the Ports Garrison. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Greetings and welcome to the Ports Garrison. I am PD Poit, your host. Now, what's on my mind today? Delano Roosevelt Franklyn, who transcended this physical realm on Thursday, February 9th, was laid to rest yesterday. That is March 17th. 2023. A Kingston College man, notice I am in my purple today in honor of him. A Kingston College man who also attended the Mico Teachers College, now called Mico University College. He also attended the University of the West Indies and the Norman Manley Law School. He's an attorney. He was an attorney at law, a former senator from 2002 to 2007, I think, where he served as Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. He also served as Special Advisor to Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and Chief Advisor to former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson. As Minister of State, Franklyn established several programs, including the Jamaica Diaspora Conference and the Jamaica Diaspora Foundation. He's also the former chairman of the Governance Committee of the Mico University College, the Coffee Industry Board, and the Michael Manley Foundation, and also the Asafa Powell Foundation. He was a Justice of the Peace, and in 2000 he was named one of the distinguished graduates of Mico University College and received the Millennium Award. Yesterday, the Jamaican Senate paid tributes to him. Senator Donna Scott Motley, Senator Lambert Brown, and Senator Cavan Gale. Let's take a look and listen to the tributes.
Of the Senate today is the funeral rites for a former member of this House, former Senator Delano Franklyn, who served in this Senate from 2002 to 2007. Today, I understand his funeral rites will take place at the University of the West Indies at 2 p.m. So I know that our colleagues, many of them will be attending the funeral today. So we are anticipating that we will finish our business by that time. I'm going to invite Senator Scott Motley to read a tribute or to present a tribute for the record of this Honorable Senate in memory of the service of Senator Franklyn. Senator Gale will respond on behalf of Government Senator. Senator Scott Motley.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm sorry, Senator Scott Motley, Senator Brown, and then Senator Gale.
As you said, Mr. President, today, former Senator and former Minister of State Delano Franklyn will be laid to rest. Delano, in the 63 years that he lived, occupied many positions and stood on many stages. He was an attorney at law, a notary public, an author, politician, father, and husband. But I dare say one of the things that made him proudest is that he was a Fortis. And indeed, the way in which the Fortis community rallied around him during his illness, you can see that it was a mutual feeling from them. Mr. President, Delano Franklyn served the People's National Party for almost all of his adult life. I do not intend to go through all the things that he did because I'm cognizant of how long that would take. I have come across several articles written about him which have taken up 2 pages in the Observer, and that was only the first part of the tribute to him. But I will say, Mr. President, that when he was Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 2000 to 2007, he was given special responsibility for the Jamaican diaspora and overseas, so that the first National Diaspora Conference, which was held in 2004 and which now takes place on an annual basis, was held under the theme, The Jamaican Diaspora Unleashing the Potential. And Delano felt passionately that there had to be a stronger connection between Jamaica and the diaspora. He was the first person to moot the possibility of having a senator who would represent the diaspora. And since then, we have heard many people speak about it. And as we go forward into the whole area of constitutional reform, we might see this happen. He was chief advisor to Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, and he was special advisor to Portia Simpson Miller. I was most familiar with him as chairman of the Michael Manley Foundation, as I was his deputy chair. And I can tell you that whatever Delano does, he embraces with passion and he serves diligently. When he put together the anthology of the speeches of Michael Manley and his budget presentations, he had a particular vision of what it could do. And he said it would go a far way in helping to redefine and expand the boundaries that oftentimes limit the expansion of the playing field of social, political, and economic governments. And he wanted to ensure or play his part in seeing that more states can secure equality for their people. I think this was the foundation of everything that he did. How to move the people forward, how to educate the people, how to empower them, and how to create a just society. So today, from this side, we extend our condolences to his wife, to his family, to his numerous friends. And we know that the funeral today will represent the wide cross-section of the society which he impacted. May his soul rest in peace.
Thank you, Senator Scott Manley. Senator Brown.
Mr. President, I hope that my voice will project in this almost micless chamber.
Senator, you can come around to the front by where Senator Morris used to say. Students from Carmack, you see the problem we are having, right? Okay.
Well, I'm trying to get pass the mic. Which side again? The lawn outside on the left-hand side, like.
The duchy.
Yeah, but he wants the mic to be passed. Mr. President, it wasn't my intention to speak in terms of tribute. The opposition has done it by way of our deputy leader of the Senate, Senator Scott Manley. But having known Delano and worked with him from the early 70s in his student activism, it would be remiss of me not to say that we have lost a compassionate soul, one who cared for the people and who spent his entire life serving humanity. This is why, President, on behalf of former Senator Norman Grant, Novel Clark, who served with him, they have asked me to include them in tribute to Delano, Senator Franklyn. Also, in the absence of Senator Floyd Morris, who served with him, to express his own sympathy and the tribute that Floyd would want to pay. Mr. President, a newly elevated King's Counsel in Grenada, Mr. Rogers Ferguson, has asked me also to add his voice in tribute. Rogers was a long-standing friend of Delano, who served in the Caribbean student movement, and during Delano's illness and hospitalization, Rogers had reached out to the family and has asked me to add his name to whatever tribute we pay. So, from Jamaica, far and wide, we respect and recognize Delano's service to humanity. For those of us who sang with him in the trenches, Forward March, we will miss you, Delano. For those of us who sang the International with you, we will miss you, Delano. And for those of us who will lustily sing Jamaica Rise, the song of the People's National Party, we will miss you, Delano. Gone too soon, brother. Yellow, as we call you in another place and another time, enough respect. You serve the nation with dignity, with composure. Gone too soon. Rest in peace. May it please you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Senator Brown. Before you start, Senator Gale, it was remiss of me to indicate that I think Senator Gabriel Morris and Senator Damian Crawford had requested to join online. So can I have your agreement with respect to that?
Aye.
Thank you very much. I hope that they're there. I'm sorry that I didn't do it before. Senator Gale.
Thank you, President. You know, on behalf of the government side, we pay tribute to what I would consider to be a very distinguished gentleman with a distinguished name, Delano Roosevelt Franklyn. And so when you put Roosevelt and Franklin together, that demonstrates it being distinguished. He served with distinction in the Senate. And at the time that he served, he was also the Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where he gave exemplary service in supporting that ministry. He's also the uncle of the Deputy Chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Andre Franklin. And sometimes I do wonder how they get along. So, President, and Damian and Ransford.
Yes, but those are two.
But you see, there's a connection. There's a connection between Damian and Ransford with the 40s. I'm still trying to find the connection between Andre and Delano. But he was also an author. And, you know, the We Want Justice, Jamaica and the Caribbean Court of Justice, the Jamaican diaspora. He also did The Right Move, Corporate Leadership and Governance in Jamaica. There are some strange names to those books, but that's Delano, someone who was always thinking out of the box. I recall, Mr. President, you know, being an attorney in his skill, criminal and civil litigation, I had the opportunity of spending 2.5 hours with him in the line in the airport in Ghana. And it was a very engaging discussion. And that's where I found out that he also had an interest in labor law. And not many lawyers even made the attempt to represent in that field of labor law. But what I also found interesting is that he never only confined himself to that. Sports law was one of his interests. Yes. Entertainment law was another one of his interests, and he was a good friend of one of my cousins in Florida who is in the entertainment business. So I understand that particular connection. He was also a trained educator, a very distinguished gentleman, someone that this country owes a debt of gratitude to. Today, we pay tribute to him and we extend condolences to the community that he serves and his family. May his soul rest in peace.
Because as is the custom, where one of our number has passed, we rise for a moment of silence.
Delano is also a well-known member of the People's National Party, a comrade, a very loyal comrade. And I met him when he campaigned to become the Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary in the 2007 general election. And he left an impression on me. Very good person indeed. And so I have done the orange color also in his respects. Now I want to share some words or repeat some words that I know would have been near and dear to his heart. The people's flag is deepest red. It shrouded off our martyred dead. And here their limbs grew stiff and cold. Their hearts' blood died in every fold. So raise the scarlet standard high. Beneath its shades we live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying here. May the ancestors find you worthy, my brother. Until next time, one love, one heart.
Thanks for watching.